But you know what I can get you on?
What can you get? Yeah.
Oh, man. Welcome back to the Pantless podcast.
Oh.
This is Dan and the stuff, and then Austin and Travis.
And Travis.
Hey guys,
My bad. I totally
what's
messed
going on? We
can you
are
tell we're getting
professionals.
into the season jitters here?
God dang! I'm
Episode
over here.
9.
I'm over here like I haven't done this in a while. Let's see what we can do. And Austin shows up.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do something there. I misunderstood. My apologies. Everyone.
What you wanted to do? We need to practice a little bit.
I wanted just to try it. Maybe next time.
Maybe
On Saturday, the 20th, during our live show, when all you have to do is click the link in our description to join our Discord, hop in that Discord channel, and you could just surprise pop up. It's going to be open to everyone in the whole world.
Open mic session.
Yeah,
So, hey.
We might get canceled. There could be some rough stuff talked about, and we won't be able to stop it.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Season 5, Episode 9. As he alluded to, next week is the live stream, which we're going to do on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. November 20th, 2021.
What time are we thinking we want to do that?
I'm thinking we should probably try something around 8 o'clock.
8? I'm good with 8.
8 o'clock? I haven't consulted my calendar yet, but
that's rude. You can't call her that.
It's, I've said worse.
So, yes, but like I said, welcome back. If you dislike what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
If you don't like it, give us a thumbs up to let us know how much you don't like it.
If you like it, don't come back.
Yeah. Comment and say, I hate this. Subscribe so you can share the link to everybody and so that they know what not to watch also. This
is the part of the episode where we read comments from last week's episode. And we're done. Moving on to football.
Oh, yes. Foosball. That dadgum devil of a... I got beat by Chansey last week. I'm needing some redemption.
Only one team. Sorry, I'm eating candy. Radio people.
Yeah. Yeah. So bottom line, I got beat by Chansey. I got destroyed. I don't even think I scored 70 points.
No.
It was very rough. Very rough.
It was a rough week for points. There was only one team. There was only one guy that went over 100 points. I think I scored the third highest points of the week. I think I scored like 92.
Nice.
Then I think Frazier scored 95, and then I think the guy I think it was a Dirty Pirates scored 102 or 103. I get him this week.
Nice.
I think he's the top in the league for football. I think Parts Unknown got the best record.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, no, he's actually tied. Me and him got the same record.
Okay.
It's the Dabblers have the best record at 7-2. So.
All right.
But since we're not playing, I've kind of got a dilemma myself.
Yeah.
This week.
What are you thinking?
I've got Mahomes on the bench again.
He's been underperforming
Against the Vegas Raiders. And I'm starting Wentz against Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's terrible.
Yeah, but Jacksonville beat Buffalo 9-6 last week. And just a slugfest defensive drawn out battle.
Weird.
That's how Sean lost whoever had Josh, it was Sean, as Josh Allen.
That was a freak. Just like Denver beating Dallas was just a freak. Like
Hilarious. I mean,
they
a
held the
weird thing.
NFL's top offense to 8 points at like they were in doubt. That's crazy. Last week was a fluke week.
Scored 30 unanswered against one of the better defenses in the league.
Yeah, that was just a fluke week all around.
Well, and here's the
if I were you, I would start Wentz against Jacksonville.
Here's the weird thing. I kept hearing people making excuses on why Dallas lost. They're like, well, Dak Prescott was rusty this game. Well, Dak Prescott doesn't play defense.
Right.
Is Dak Prescott your starting safety? What's going on here? Why the
whole team played bad. This was the first game that I really watched, and I'm pretty sure I'm the one that jinxed them because I put money on the game. I put money on Dallas to win outright, and I watched. So I think I just put too much energy on the team. That the Denver offensive line had their way with Dallas's defensive line. It was ridiculous. I saw Dak. He missed wide open receivers for touchdowns. The times that he would hit his wide open receivers, they would be wide open, bounce off their chest or off their stomach. Like it's like the receivers couldn't see the ball. They would have their hands like, I'm going to catch it right here, and they would go under and then hit him in the stomach and then fall to the ground. Nobody's around them. They would go for 20, 30 yards. The whole team played terrible. The whole thing was bad. It was just so bad.
Was Dak so nervous that he was sweating? And he had sweaty palms, so when he was throwing the ball, he was sweating. He was throwing like a sweaty football that was slick, so it couldn't be caught. Is that what was going on?
But the problem was the receivers. A lot of times it wouldn't even hit them in the hands. Like it would bounce off their chest before their hands could even grab the ball.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, exactly. They're like they don't know to close their hands around the ball. They just like leave it open and let it bounce off them, and then go. There was something I was supposed to do, but the ball's on the ground.
That should.
And then Zeke, he was hobbling around the whole time, like he had a hurt knee or something, and maybe he did. But I'm like, if you're hurt where you're hobbling around like that, just go sit down.
So
don't come out here.
Who does Dallas get this week? Do you know? I'm looking it up right now.
I don't even know. I don't want to jinx them anymore.
Falcons. There's another L.
Right? Might as well. Should be a W, but
guaranteed win that's going to turn into an L. Washington gets just an immediate win this week.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing the Buccaneers.
Ooh.
Because if the Dolphins can beat the Ravens on Thursday Night Football.
That was weird too. That was a continuation of the fluky Sunday. Like this coming Sunday will be a reset, but yeah, the Thursday it's just a carryover from Sunday.
There's weird juju going on in the NFL right now. What Washington coming off the bye week, we're rested. We might have had a week to forget that we suck. The team
maybe.
That is. So they might come out and actually decide, hey, we're football players. We're paid to play football. Let's play some football, and we might pull our third win of the season off.
Could happen.
So the Dolphins got to. I mean, it's just crazy how teams are. There's no guaranteed wins. Like, who's going to win? Saints Titans? Who knows?
Right.
You know? Taysom Hill gets his first start of the season for the Saints against the Titans. He's never he's thrown touchdown passes and he's had rushing touchdowns, but he's never done both in one game.
That's weird. Interesting stat.
So, Browns Patriots should be a good game. Bills Jets. I'm curious to see, because the Jets are on an upswing right now. They've got quarterback problems, but somehow still have won some games with it. They've got 2 wins, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lions, Steelers. Panthers, Cardinals should be interesting. Oh, Cam Newton's back. Did you hear that?
I did. I saw that he was going to be back with the Panthers.
Yeah. He might think he's going to suit up this week. Oh, news from last week. OBJ.
Going to
Odell
the
Beckham
Rams.
signed with the Rams. That was a surprise. I didn't
They
expect that.
They got Von Miller and they got
Heck
Odell
yeah,
Beckham.
they're looking good.
They're going to be scary. They're going to be scary.
They could be my pick for Super Bowl.
Really?
At least
I wouldn't go against that.
I mean,
very possible.
I want to see Stafford winning the Super Bowl. I think he deserves that ring for everything he had to put up with in Detroit. And do you realize if the Rams win the Super Bowl this year, something that had never happened in the NFL could happen 2 years in a row?
And what would that be?
A team winning a Super Bowl in their home stadium.
Oh.
Super Bowl's in SoFi Stadium in LA. And Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay last year. They were like the first team to ever host a Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl in that year. God, almost got it.
Is that a fly?
That friggin' gnat has been flying around my head all night. It's probably the same one that was flying around last week. Rams Niners on Monday Night Football. I'm going to lose some sleep that. I'm going to be tired Tuesday morning for work. So, I hate when there's a good game on Monday night but fantasy's looking good. Not early. I mean, what's your record in football? Do you remember?
I don't even know. Would have to
I'll look it
pull
up.
it up on the old thingamajig. I honestly don't remember.
You're 5-4.
I think I'm 5-4.
Yeah, I think you are.
Which I believe is good enough to lead my division.
You're second in your division.
Second in my dadgum Smokies.
The Smokies are beating the tight ends.
Mm.
Followed up by some 69ers and followed closely behind them by the Dirty Pirates. You guys need to shape up. You're a dirty league. You need to clean it up. It's not much better. My side's being led by the Dabblers, so.
Yeah. Fun story. This is the first year that the Dabblers have ever participated in fantasy sports.
Oh, is this his first year to do fantasy sport?
It is.
This is my first time doing fantasy football, so. Fantasy basketball did not help me prepare for football. They're so much different. Mark was giving me hell about not starting Paul George in our first night.
What'd he do? Did he do amazing?
I think he didn't do very good. I think he only gave me 50 that night.
Only 50.
He had a down game.
Oh my gosh. Get yourself.
Was it? I think it was Tuesday was the night that he sat on the bench. Oh, yeah, no, he had an off night. 43.
Still. Yeah. You're crazy.
He only averages. George is averaging. It's not going to show averages because we're playing. 49.1 is his average, season average. So he's actually not very good. I might just go ahead and drop him.
If you want, I can trade you somebody. I've got D'Angelo Russell. If you just.
No.
I like Paul George because he used to play for the Thunder, so it's more emotional. He's kind of lame. You should.
I'm confused. Let me get into a rant about about the fantasy basketball right now. Have you ever seen a player be labeled out and have 0 updates on their status for that's hypothetically say 6 weeks or 6 games in a row?
I
Have
really
you ever
have.
seen that on a high-profile player? Hypothetically, LeBron James? Just asking for a friend.
That light that came off is flickering. Is trying to come back on. Freaking me
No,
out.
LeBron.
But
LeBron has not played in 6 games.
6.
6. His status is out, and the only thing they're showing is a highlight of him dunking on the Rockets.
Weird.
And they're not. There's no prediction. There's no recent news. It's just been radio silence. I got him on the IR till he started scoring points.
That's weird.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with this guy. And then
Right?
I've got another player, Desmond Bain, that he's only averaging 24, but every time I'm like, hey, I might drop him, he throws down 30 points. And then I'm like, I guess I'll keep him. And I decide to keep him, and he gives me a -7. I'm like, I'm dropping you. And the next game, he gives me like 30 again. I'm like, good, stop it. So he's my lowest average player. But it's like, every time I'm thinking about dropping him, he's just like, oh, I guess I'll score some points because I don't want to stay on your roster. Idiot. Frustrating. I'm losing in hockey to
The
chances,
fantasy
by the way.
sports. Oh my.
I've been distracted this week and haven't been paying attention to my weekly stuff. A new game came out this week, actually, that I've been dabbling in every day this week a little bit.
What have you been dabbling in?
New Game Pass game on my PC, Forza Horizon 5.
All right. Pretty good?
Yes. Could be the best in the series, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Some longer standing veterans of the series might disagree, but I like it better than 4. Didn't play enough of 3 to... I played the original, hated the model of the game. Didn't play 2 at all, never played 2. Only kind of just lightly dipped into 3. But I played a lot of 4 and got bored with it. But this one is based in Mexico. The map is based in Mexico. I think it's like... It's way bigger. The map is way bigger than the map in 4. You played 4, you played a little bit of...
A little bit. Just a
little
smidge.
Yeah.
The
car selection is a little better. I'm super happy that it let me have some of my paint schemes when I finally got it, when it finally uploaded my Horizon 4 paint schemes. Because there was a Richard Petty scheme that I created in 4 that took me roughly 2 5-hour stints to make. Very painstaking detail to get all the lines and all the stuff.
Customization.
Oh,
you were just able to import that from 4 into 5.
Yeah,
that's
onto
pretty
my '69 Dodge Charger.
That's pretty cool.
A little frustrating because the picture, what I was basing it off of, is a paint scheme that he ran in '71 on a '71 Challenger. And that car's not in the game. The closest I could get was a '69 Charger. So I put it on that car. So I'm happy with it. I'm like, I could run this paint scheme in this game. I'm so happy. Unlocked the DeLorean last night.
Nice.
So.
And how is customization in 5? Is it just as good? Like, you can basically do whatever you want?
They added more engine swaps to even more different cars. Heavier custom. I haven't really jumped into the paint booth to do custom paint schemes. I might jump into that this week and just kind of see how it is. See if it's better than the old games. Because Horizon 4's paint booth felt like it was the same as the original Forza Motorsports game. Because I remember doing paint schemes in the original Motorsports. And it works about the same as it always has with the layers and the way you can do things. So I've been just doing more of the racing and getting all the collectibles. I'm trying to blast through the seasonal content.
Did you see the Pokemon Unite news with the new character coming out?
This is why.
Yeah.
I actually had retweeted that on my tweeter.
Oh, well, then maybe that's where I saw it.
Probably. Oh, did you see? I shared something in one of our messenger groups as well. Just pull that up if you got it on your.
I got it. Got a little something for you.
It's in our name group. It's in the.
That's
group
right.
name required. Chat.
Saw that. I was typing and then I didn't hit send. Just I was like, hey, I never responded to that. I meant to.
Yeah. The Shiny Zamazenta event has begun in the U.S. from now, which is November 12th. From now till November 26th, you will be able to get a code for shiny Zamazenta for Pokemon Sword at GameStop.
For the people that have Sword. Some of us don't have Sword.
And I forgot to stop by after work today and pick mine up.
Oh, snap.
I suggest...
It might be out.
I suggest pick up your card. Even if you don't have that game.
Oh, yeah. That's smart.
Because I have the cards here from the Zacian. And on the back, it actually says, must be redeemed by January 31st of 22.
Oh.
So you have 3-4 months to redeem it.
Couple months. You said January 21st?
Yeah, of this coming year. So get it, and if you never if you're never able to use it, you didn't get to use it. I hate that it's locked for a specific game.
Right.
That really does suck.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. Kind of a little bit, but I wonder if I could borrow somebody's Sword and then like create an account just to get it and then go to home. Is that possible?
Yeah, because you would have to start the game, play far enough until you get. I think you have to play till you're able to get to the wild area, which means you'd have to go beat Hop, go get on the train, and then go into the wild area, unlock your box.
Right.
And then you could, I think, or I don't remember exactly how far you have to. I think you have to defeat Hop at minimum at the grandma's house, because then that's when you're able to swap out in and out of your box. But then you could redeem the code, send it to your box, and then pull it out of home. The only thing is, when I got Zacian, I put it on Shield, which that's the account that I'm about to reset, because I keep meaning to record a Nuzlocke on that before the new games come out.
Right.
I had nothing in that game. I'd already pulled all the Pokemon out of it. When I pulled my Shiny Zacian out, it doesn't bring the sword with it to home.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You lose your item. But I have a shiny Zacian, so I'm able to at least put it in Shield. I can move him over to Sword, give him the rusty rusty sword I've got from my originalization.
Right.
So if I want to, I mean, I got him for completion anyway.
Right.
I could probably pass over my sword copy once I get mine. Shoot, did you see how I got how I cheated to get Garrett his shinization?
No.
I stopped by the same GameStop. It ended up being a different employee that was behind the counter. I just asked for another card.
Oh, yeah.
Had my son with me just in case it was the guy that gave me the first one, so I said it's for him. I got a second card. I scratched off, snapped a photo, and sent the code to Gert. I was able to get his Zation.
All right.
And I told him I might pick up a second one tomorrow. Be like, this is for me and my kid. Use my kids as an excuse. Because you can only redeem one per account.
Right.
And I've only got one online account on my Switch. So I'm gonna try to get mine tomorrow, and I might see what I can do about getting you sword.
If I can go get me one.
You should be able to stop after work and get one. But
yeah,
I'm trying to look because I had done I saw a few things. See here, there's the Zation. Are you gonna do have you heard the shady news behind Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond?
No.
So I guess if you go buy the physical game and you don't have internet, so therefore you're not able to get the day one patch for the game. The opening movie and the ending movie will not be in the game, and 90% of the in-game content not in the game.
Like the cutscenes, or what do you mean in-game content?
Like a lot of your like in Sword and Shield, where you have like the battle tower, and there's like a area you can go to, like a Safari Zone area, to go do different stuff after you've beaten the game. There's like some in-game content that some of the Pokemon games have, like the beauty contests and kind of stuff like that. That's like extra stuff you can go do.
Right.
That's included in the day one patch. Is not in the game.
Ooh.
Like,
that sucks.
The opening cutscene, you know how each game has like its tailored sets up the story and the characters.
Yeah.
Won't get it unless you download the patch. They
said
they didn't have time to put it in the game before the cartridges were sent out. So make sure you download that day one patch if you're getting that game. I'm
always on the internet, so
yeah,
no worries.
It's just frustrating that they did that weird stuff. So I don't know when I'm gonna get it. I'm probably not gonna get it on release. I might see if I can find somewhere that's gonna do a Black Friday sale. See if I can get it on sale. I know it's just came out, but
right, yeah, that would be like good luck.
Worth trying out. I'm cheap.
You might get lucky.
Hey. Movie?
Let's do it, man.
Movie.
I've got
retro movie
review.
The Golden Child.
The Golden Child. Interesting movie.
I liked it.
I liked
it.
It seemed like a movie that I should have watched when I was a kid, and I would have it would have been one of my favorites. It's weird that I've never even heard of it until just recently. That's weird to me.
This movie was so 80s.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so let me get it. I got notes, and I want to get into my notes before we get into all of the internet review stuff.
Right.
Because I want I just want to. So, I was chuckling at the beginning of the movie, when they're inside the temple, right?
Yeah.
And there's all the monks. Then it cuts
Mhm.
to the guys in the snow, and it's got that action opening music going, like totally 80s music. Then it cuts to no
Mhm.
music inside the temple. Then cuts back, and it's like they're not moving fast, but it looks like they're hurrying and in a hurry because the music's
Right.
like moving them along. That made me laugh. Thought it was funny. The odd 80s montage when it got into the city with Eddie Murphy. And the magazine shop cracked me up.
Yes.
Is joking about the cake.
That was
Watch the movie,
hilarious.
you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not going further into that, but the craziness that's on in an open air magazine shop.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just he's like, seriously? That's the one you chose? But after that scene, it does all those jump cuts to all these billboards. And it's like playing that cheesy 80s music. And it's just like montage, and I'm like, what is this? So my notes go. I got a couple more notes, but it's for later in the movie. Those were my two like early movie notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go into the other. I've only got two more that I wrote down.
Go ahead, man. Go for it. I've got a bunch of notes, but it's like for Common Sense Media.
Okay. Well, this next one is for Common Sense Media, and we'll get my prediction on a rating. The Dancing Pepsi Can.
Once again, very 80s.
Hilarious.
And you want to talk about consumerism?
Yeah, no, that's why I wrote it down.
It was basically a Pepsi commercial, except it was longer than a traditional commercial.
Were you waiting for the Pepsi can to like ninja star into the guy's throat or forehead?
I was,
or something?
yeah. Yep, I was expecting it to kill him. Yeah.
I'm not alone on that one. The headphones he's wearing on the plane. What is a stethoscope?
I think it's because they were on a Tibetan flight.
Is it?
Maybe that's.
These are like 1950s looking. Like it looked like he was wearing a stethoscope. I thought he had. I'm like, what's he gonna listen? Is he gonna listen to her heart? What's going on here?
And then he was just oh man! And then on the way back when he was singing,
yeah, because
it was so funny.
Well, when he first puts them on, when they're heading to Kathmandu, I'm like, what's he got in his ears? Are they earplugs? I thought they might have been just like earplugs. Wasn't sure what was going on, and then they're on their way back, and he puts them in, and he starts singing Tibetan songs, I guess.
I don't even know if it was real. I don't even think he was speaking anything.
I don't know.
I think that it's like in today's society that scene wouldn't have been allowed.
Oh, most of the scenes.
Did you recognize? Did you recognize her dad? Did you recognize him? Have you ever seen Three Ninjas?
He looked familiar, but no.
Did you ever watch Three Ninjas?
No.
He was the grandpa in Three Ninjas.
Have I seen Three Ninjas?
If not, that's one we gotta watch. That was but I remember him from that movie. He was grandpa, so it was fantastic seeing him in a slightly I don't want to make it sound like it's a bad movie, but it was more of an adult role.
I have seen Three Ninjas. Yeah. Did you recognize the dude that the gruff looking guy that didn't talk that had the trash
recognized
can?
him.
I had to look him up. I had to look him up. I know where.
All right, where?
He's
in where I know him from?
He's in the first Ace Ventura movie.
Is he?
He's the guy at the very beginning of the first Ace Ventura that has the dog that Ace goes and gets. a-holes may look bigger in the mirror than they actually are. The guy like is beating the crap out of his car and like grabs onto it. He's that guy.
All
He's
right.
been in a lot of movies, but that's who that guy is. I like I said, really liked it. I didn't realize till I looked up the cast to see who that guy was. Did you know the kid, the golden child, played by a girl?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Her name was not on here because the Metacritic says it only had Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was the only actor in this movie.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's an
I guess
initial name, but
tough luck everyone else.
all right, Metacritic.
Metacritic. I bet Metacritic gave it
No.
a 57.
Okay, so 12 critics gave it a 37.
37. Rough. So that means the viewers, they're the ones that gave it a 57. Where were we?
User score.
User score. I think
13 users.
I think the 13 users gave it a 5.7.
7.2.
Ugh, dang it.
So
I thought I would have given them if the critics would have given them a 57. Dang it.
just it's not, these movies just don't seem to rate well for the critics.
It's hard because it's 80s movies being rated in the 2000s. Just you can't.
Were
expect
these
that.
rated in the 2000s, or was this? Because I don't know when Metacritic started, so I don't know. I don't know when all the critics would have been given this. So the critics gave it 1 positive, 6 mixed, 5 negative.
Ooh.
They really didn't like this movie, and then the users gave it 10 positive, 2 mixed, 1 negative. Just, I will admit that the demon scene at the very end,
That was so cheesy. That was bad.
I'm like, oh.
It was
Props on giving
once
him
again, very 80s though. Once again,
props on giving him the damage though. I mean, after he got, a building collapsed on him and he pops through the floor and he's all wings out and half his face gone. It's like, well, I mean, that's interesting. They actually let him do that.
Yeah.
So, Common Sense Media.
Oh,
If
man.
we went with Terreece Clarke, sound familiar?
Oh, I don't think so.
I'm probably
Might be a
butchering
new
that
one.
name.
How exciting! We got a newbie fresh meat. You'll learn how they
So,
do something.
old Clark, age 15 plus, 3 stars. Murphy gets mystical in 80s adventure comedy. Parents say no reviews yet. That's weird. But kids say,
Kids watch it before the parents.
based on one review, kids say 15 plus, 5 stars.
Oh wow! There you go. It was a 15-year-old. He liked it.
I guess. I wouldn't let my kids watch this movie. There's a bit of there's some language, but not bad. I like one word used a lot.
Right.
Like, he really got stuck on that one word. One word. So
yeah.
Let's get down here. Let's see what you have to say. Because it's hard for me to give a out of 5 when I see what they've got out of 5.
Right.
So I know what I was thinking for all of these. So let's go with positive messages.
A positive message. I would give it a 3.
I was going to give it a 4. They gave it a 3. A classic good versus evil story with the good guy not being a perfect angel, but learning from his failings. The golden child represents compassion in the world.
Yeah. He wasn't just not a perfect angel, he was no angel, right?
That's going to be the name of this episode. I've already got that in my notes. He no angel. So, I thought it had a good. I thought it had a good message. I mean, he wasn't perfect, but he was out there doing the work for the children. He was looking.
That's true.
You know, there was the scene where he's playing the basketball with all the children. He's out looking for missing children. He's doing good work. He's not a bad guy.
Right. He went on that show, and the guy kept trying to cut him off.
That was hilarious.
Like, no, we're going back to this. Her name is blah, blah. She's 16 years old.
Every time the guy would be like...
He's like, fantastic. Now, how would you get in your line?
So,
no.
Somebody in your line of work make good money? Man, I'm going to kick your... You bring that camera over here before I kick you in the... Positive role models, which, okay.
This is one of those ones where it's probably about the same. I would give it a 3. Because
I was going to give it a 3. Even though I gave the other one a 4, I'd give this one a 3. 1 is what they gave it.
A 1, okay.
1. Because what? 2 words.
No angel.
Some stereotyping.
Oh, come on. That's terrible.
Which reminds me of that scene where I didn't really understand the scene, but he was going to that biker place, and he jumps that wall, and there's that white family grilling in their backyard, and he pulls his gun out. He's like, nothing's going on, just a gun.
Right.
I'm just here for some chips. And then he's like pointing the gun, he's like, don't let it burn, don't flip it, don't let it burn. And then he just walks off. And they're like scared for their life. And it's like, I don't get this scene. I don't even know why this is in the movie. How did this get there?
Right. It had a lot of scenes like that.
This, I would at least give it a 3 because his character is a good role model. He's taking care of kids.
He was doing good work.
There's really no part of the movie where he's doing evil.
Right.
He's setting a good example for what people should grow up to be. A good person.
Yep.
I mean, strongly disagree with that one. Violence.
Violence. Man, this is a tough one. It really wasn't super bloody, but there was a lot of stuff. I would probably give it a 3, but I wouldn't be upset with the 4.
I don't think I'd give it a 2.
Oh, really?
Because there just really wasn't much. Yeah, there was some fighting, but fighting isn't always violence.
Right. Because, like, I had, there were lots of people that would get chains wrapped around their necks. There were people getting shot with arrows. There were people getting blades to their faces.
Bunch of guns in this movie, but I don't think there was a single shot fired.
I don't think so. And we did see some, like, neck breaking. And then, obviously, that demon was just, it got pumped full and it was destroyed, but it was just so obviously animated that you couldn't even take it serious.
So, martial, they gave it a 3.
Okay.
Martial art style fighting with weapons and injuries. A demon wants to kill a child. A girl is murdered, and we see police taking pictures of her body, but her body isn't shown. It was shown. This guy didn't watch the movie. The bad guys try to feed a child oatmeal with blood in it. The child never eats it. Monks are killed trying to protect a child from demons. Didn't really show that much. And a woman is shot in the back with an arrow. Why does it not say like the character's name? This person didn't watch the movie. A woman is described as being raped by a dragon.
Right. See, I had the raped by a dragon thing in my sexy stuff section.
They always get that mixed up. That kind of stuff.
I mean, I guess that's pretty violent, though. I mean, so
I guess
it crosses boundaries.
Human dragon. Yeah, that'd have to be pretty violent. I'll bump mine up to it didn't show. It just talked about it. I can't give it another rating because it talked.
And that was the thing. A lot of this stuff you saw After Effects, like the blade in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't actually see the blade go in the face. You just saw a guy going to do it, and then, Eddie Murphy walks up, and the guy's laying there with a blade in his face. You're like, oh.
Well, let's lead into the next one. Sex.
This one, once again, there was nothing that was like outrageous. But I would give it a 3. But I could see if somebody's pretty conservative, if they would go with a 4.
So I got a lengthy explanation for this one.
What do you think?
In the 80s, I think this would have got a 2. In 2021, this is getting a 4.
Okay.
Because there was just a lot of weird sex stuff in this movie. Like the main girl fighting in her nightgown.
Yeah, I have that on here.
The magazine in the beginning of the movie.
Yep. Got that in.
What else was there?
There was that woman in that dream scene. She was wearing provocative outfit.
That, yes. There was another one. What was the other?
There was implication that she slept with him to get him to go to Tibet. Like, kind of.
There's a bed right here. Bed.
Right.
Worst.
You don't see anything. You don't see them ever in bed together. But there's just the insinuation.
White T-shirt. And the biker.
Oh yeah, she gets drenched, but once again you don't see anything. It's just
it's
insinuated.
There's chances for there to be seen something, but then it doesn't. This movie had a lot of opportunity.
And then there's a funny one, if you remember, the where he goes into that shop and he's holding up the yak loin.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I need that. So, they gave it a 3. But I gave it the different time period because back then
that would average to a 3.
Yeah, back then none of that was really in movies and not really thought of much bad. Because that's just kind of stuff that was in a movie. So, they gave it a 3. Says lots of in your window. With romance between two of the main characters. A woman appears in a man's dream wearing a sexy outfit and tied up with toilet paper, which is weird.
That was weird.
A couple gets dressed in the morning, making it clear that they spent the night together.
It was insinuated, I guess. That's
when
not
did
one.
They get
they really weren't. I don't think they were getting. Oh, I think he might have been putting on a jacket.
Was that the Tibet? Was that when she was trying to get him to go to Tibet?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think this person watched the movie. I think a friend watched it and told them all about it, and they got it wrong. And so, language. I am curious what they have to say about this one, which is.
Once again, I would give it a 3.
I don't agree with it.
There was a lot, but the words were pretty minor. It was a bunch of the A word and variations of the A word.
He said that so
I think he used the S word one time.
Once, yes.
And I heard GD once.
I didn't hear that one, but.
And then he also used the term that today is a no-no word for little people.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, and so I mean, if you want to go with quantity, it was a lot, but because it
lot.
was the A word and it really wasn't a bunch of other worse words, I would keep it at a 3. But if you want to give it a 4 because of quantity, understood.
I agree with the 3. I forgot about the little people word. What did he even? Was he looking for the child? Is that when he said that?
Maybe.
I think so. So they gave it a 3. So we're all in agreement. 3. It says quite a bit of swearing, no F-bombs, just about everything else at least once. I don't remember hearing the B word.
I don't remember hearing that either. No.
But actually quite tame for an 80s Eddie Murphy movie. No racial slurs whatsoever.
Right. And it was a PG-13, so I wonder if that had something to do with it. Like he had to tame it, keep it,
I don't know. So, consumerism.
I don't remember all of the billboards at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
But I do remember the Pepsi can, the Pepsi machine, and the Ajax in the biker kitchen.
Yeah.
But because of how much Pepsi was involved, I would give it a 3. I'm just going right. I'm giving everything a 3 right now. But Pepsi was there a lot.
I was just gonna give it a 2. Does it seem like most of the city, like the montage at the beginning, was so like generic and like mom and pop shop signs?
Is that what it was? It wasn't anything like name brand.
No, I didn't see hardly any name brands in that one. But then there was a Pepsi can, which I don't understand. I guess I'm not really grasping the consumerism part of this. Why we're even talking about consumerism in movies?
Right? Why is?
How many kids are going to watch this and go, God dang, I need a Pepsi, and that'd be a bad thing, They gave it a 3. I'd have given it a 2 because Quaker Oats and Pepsi.
Quaker Oats. Oh, I don't even remember that. I don't even remember it being Quaker Oats. I thought it was like a generic.
I didn't see that. I was paying more attention to the blood oatmeal.
Right.
Which was like, ooh, gross. When he stirred that and it just pulled to the top and it's like, oh, that's...
Like, what made him want to go stir it? Like, here's oatmeal. Let me go poke at it.
I think it was an investigation thing where he's like, how old is this? Because everything looked pretty run down. And he probably grabbed a spoon to see if it was, like, solid. If it had been sitting there for days or months. And when he touched it and it was, like, the consistency of fresh oatmeal. And as soon as he, like, disturbed the top, it came... Because it was weird how even the bowls of oatmeal throughout the movie just looked like normal oatmeal. But it was just insinuated that
it was all blood oatmeal. Yeah.
Which was just a weird part of the movie. The movie in general is just kind of weird. All right, drinking, drugs, and smoking.
I don't know.
I want to say I saw some drinking and stuff.
I'm trying to wonder if the bikers were doing anything or not. I don't recall it enough. I would have to... I'm sure it was there somewhere. There had to be something. He referred to smoking, so I'll give it a 1.
Oh, yeah. No,
when she brought those scrolls, he was saying that.
Yeah,
there was a big doobie.
Yeah, there was...
You smoke a big doobie, I smoke a big doobie.
So I'd give it a 2, because I think there was some other cigarette smoke. They gave it a 3. And just said alcohol and tobacco used by adults.
Okay.
So...
Way to be specific on that one.
I think they gave everything everything got a 3 but positive role model, which only got a 1. So really, really getting consistent scores on this one.
Right. So I would have given everything, I think, a 3. I think I get... Well, no, except for that drinking drugs. I would have given that one a 1. So I would have had the same amount of 3s and the same amount of 1s, but just in different categories.
Mm-hmm. It was a good movie. Actually, it's not what I expected.
Yeah, it was way more magical than I thought it was
Yeah,
going to be.
yeah.
It was
Way
like,
more. I wasn't expecting it to jump into Mortal Kombat ranges
right.
of that, and it's probably a bad analogy anyway, but I just wasn't expecting it to be that much of that. So let me pull up. So what do we want to do next week? So we need to add another movie. Oh, do you want to what? You want to look up? You want to do Three Ninjas?
Yeah, let's add Three Ninjas if we can find it.
Yeah, we can find. We remember we took an oath.
We did. We did. That oath has been shaky lately.
God, it has been. Good night. So
So we're gonna add that.
so
we have Frighteners, and we have.
So I'm gonna say here.
Okay.
I'm gonna name list, and then we're gonna make kind of a stipulation here. We got the Ghost and Mr. Chicken, the Frighteners, Three Ninjas, Awakening.
What's Awakening?
That's that was that Robin Williams movie I found on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If this maybe like next, well, it'll be. So the live stream, the 4 movies for episode 1 of next season will be 4 different movies.
Okay.
We'll reset the list so it's not just the same 3 movies sitting on this list. We might bring Three Ninjas back next month. Next month will be Christmas movies.
Are we going to be doing Christmas movies? Yeah. Three Ninjas really isn't a Christmas movie.
No, so some of these movies might come back in January, but let's see what we're going to watch. Ready? Spin your wheel. Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Oh, right. This one's on the Netflix, right?
Was last time I checked.
Okay. Did you see that the one that we just watched was going to end on the 30th?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't actually see that. I just pulled it up today to watch it. I tried to watch that movie like 3 days in a row, and it just didn't happen. So, Gone Knots, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Classic movie. You've seen this one before, right?
Yes, I have. I've seen it a few times. It's been a long time though.
I too have ate good food. You haven't seen it in a while then. Okay.
It's been many years.
That's fair. That is fair. So I don't think there's really much more to go on about.
No?
I don't really know. I got nothing. I feel like there's something else we should talk about. I got no music. Do I have music? I don't think I got music. I ain't got music.
Everybody,
hey,
the 20th, jump in, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Jump into our Discord. We're going to start blasting. We're going to go crazy.
Follow us on Twitter at the Pantless Pod 1. Comment on this video. We'll read them out during a live stream. Leave us a voicemail and I had that pulled up. Now I don't remember what the crap it was. I think it's anchor.com/FM/the Pantless Podcast. Or the Pantless Podcast /FM. Something like that. It's in the link of this video. Leave us a message. And if you want to be our announcer, leave us an announcer video. We'll play it at the beginning of the next video. Not in the live stream. We're going to do something special for the live stream.
Yeah, I did.
So.
Do I know what we're going to do? Have I heard about that?
You made it up. It was your idea.
My idea?
Rewatch the beginning of this episode and you'll know what your idea was. This guy. So. I think that's it. Is that it?
All right. I guess so. Peeps. Let's
All right. Well, Till next time.
Bye, guys.